Bud Elliott back again for another episode of the Nolecast, a anticipated Nolecast from Bud and I, as it is the final kind of indicator that the season is absolutely here. This is our snap count draft. I believe we were the first to do this, and it's great that other people picked up on it. No hate there, but the original, love doing it. And I think basically you and I have split this kind of 50-50 historically. I don't know that it's ever one party has gone on some kind of a long run, and yeah, this will be fun. Gives us an idea as to where we are, position groups, kind of where we see maybe some strategy being deployed in rotations, and maybe in an intentional attempt to save reps on guys this year. If you think Florida State's going to be in a place to do that, so yeah, man, let's jump in and do it. Fun little Friday evening snap count draft.
Let's do this thing. So some suggestions from last year that we did adopt, and some rules. So we each get 9,000 snaps. This is regular season only. So, like if you playoffs and conference championship game doesn't count, we're just meant like 9,000 snaps is roughly, what you're going to play. Halved obviously, since Graham and I both have a team on a 12 game season ish, and 9,000 is just kind of a clean number for us. So. Generally, you won't see anybody bid more than like 750. Like that's because math, right? It's kind of hard to play more snaps than that during a 12 game season, I guess, unless you're Travis Hunter and they want to play you. Did you see that today? I saw Mr. Connolly had an article on ESPN about like what the Colorado expectations were, and Travis Hunter averaged like 119 snaps last year at altitude despite being injured. Hello.
Yeah, man, that's going to catch up on you, or catch up to you. Unfortunately, even if you are a ridiculous athlete, and Travis certainly checks that box. But yeah, man, that's I remember there were some people that were like concerned about the way that Pitt ran Shady McCoy back in the day. If you remember, he'd get like 49 carries in a game and stuff. And yeah, I would be worried about how much tread you're taking off a kid's tire in college. But that's his concern, and that'd be something to watch.
So that is it could lead you to get burned repeatedly by Stanford if you're playing that many snaps coming off injury. The other rule that you have to know is that, so if you nominate, you throw out the guy, your opening bid, the other guy gets to counter, you can come back over the top. We're not doing this like we used to. These used to go like 2.5 hours. It was ridiculous because we would just kind of nickel and dime each other's like, up by one. No, like you nominate, you throw out what you think, I can up you. And then you have the chance to, have the hammer at the end if you so choose. It kind of makes it go faster, and I think it puts a little more strategy into it for sure. So we will see if it can go fast. See a couple of our sponsors in the chat for sure. Chad, if we need a moderator in the future, let us know. I tell you what, if these rule improvements do not make this thing go a little faster, we are going to have like Chad's going to be the clock guy for sure. Just moderating the heck out of this thing. Oh, we do play for charity, $500, and you won last year. I thought you drafted better than me, and you also got the injury luck at the so that's a good recipe for a butt whipping, which was administered to me by you. So, well played, sir. I also think if you're watching on YouTube, this is a much better episode to listen to on YouTube or to experience through YouTube. But I've kind of back tested this now, and I think we have the best looking one that we've ever had. I actually like specifically gamed this out today with font size and how the sheet will expand. So hopefully it's more viewable for people on YouTube. So I'm excited about that. You want to roll?
Cool, man. Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. All right. You are on the tee box, sir.
Darius Washington.
All right. And your opening number? 685?
625.
Shoot. 635.
Okay. I'll take him at 640 then.
All right. 640 for D-Dub. All right. That is Ingram, Darius Washington. Look at that. See? It expands nicely there. And we'll go ahead and expand it out like that. I think we're going to have enough space. Should be pretty solid. All right, let's go. Let's go Luke Chromo 15.
20.
I think he's probably yours. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
I was hoping to just artificially push the number there, to be perfectly honest, but that's
Gotcha.
fine.
All right, you're up, buddy.
Brock Glenn, 85 snaps.
I will go. I'll go $120.
120 is basically 2 games worth of snap. Yeah, he's yours.
All right. Bud is on the board with Brock Glenn for a $120. My other thing on that is like, I think we both think this team will likely be in playoff contention fairly deep into the year. But
yeah, you might have just gotten one there.
But if it's not, like if it's not in playoff contention deep into the year, you do need to start playing Brock more. I mean,
Yeah.
like DJ has been a good leader for them. I think he's been they've been very excited about what they have in him, but he's also a 1-year rental. And you kind of do need to see Brock in games more so you can make a call on whether you think he can be the guy for you in 25, which obviously I think there's, some belief that he could mature into that player. All right. My nomination here, the Swiss Army knife of Swiss Army knives, Jalen Lucas. I'm going to go 100.
Okay, so he was a guy that I have on my list. I'm having a hard time defining exactly how many snaps. Not his value. His value is really high, and you're gonna want to save him for special teams and stuff where he's truly one of the more dynamic players in the country. So a lot more commentary from me than you need there. I will. What was your number?
I started out with 100.
115.
I'll go. I'll come over top, pick 116.
Okay.
You're up, sir.
Maurice Smith.
Whew.
585.
Oh man. I will go. What'd you say for Darius? 640? I'll say 630.
Okay.
No counter.
Yeah, it's a good
It's
number.
risky.
It's a good number.
It's definitely risky. All right. I will go with Jackson West for $1.25.
135.
I'll go 140, I think.
Okay.
Just a guy. I mean, obviously, like the hands have never been there, but he is an aggressive blocker. And my kind of thought is like the value trade-off in what you're getting versus what you're. If you put him on the field, he's not a great catcher of the football, but a lot of the receivers aren't either. So it's like the drop-off in terms of receiving ability is not quite maybe what it would have been compared to last year's team.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were taking off guys that had a real juice at receiver. All right, you're up, buddy.
Malik Benson.
Whew.
385.
475.
Yeah. Okay, so like just as a quick refresher, these numbers get less valuable for us the higher they go. And sometimes picking a bunch of offensive linemen is great, but if you pick offensive linemen at 700 snaps and then they play 711, doesn't mean that you've necessarily like gotten some great great pickup there.
Yeah, like
I'll give you Malik at your counter number.
All right, what I say, 475?
Yeah.
All right. But man, I really hope he hits that because like if he does not, then I don't know. All right, so my turn. I will go. I'll go DJ, and I'll go 600.
$635.
I'll give him to you for 635. I think that's a good one, actually. Yeah. If you had said like 601 or something like that, I was going to say, I would come over top of you there. The chat wanted to give us some perspective. So last year, Maurice Smith he only played 12 games, right? But he played 700 snaps. He was coming in and out of games a lot too with the back stuff that he was having last year. All right, your bid there.
Hakeem Williams,
Whew.
235.
240.
241.
All right, yeah. They need him to go over this, by the way.
Yeah, we're gonna need Hakeem to hit about 400. That'd be sweet.
Yeah. I agree. Let me see. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, we would never bid over 700 on a guy. Basically, just like we said at the start of the show, the math there really doesn't work. All right, I will throw out. What do I throw out here? All right, Lundy, 450.
455. Yeah. 485.
Okay. I'll go 46.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Your bid now.
Yeah. Cat's really giving a good soundtrack here for the snap count draft. It's sweet. Let's go Sione Olololahela. 295 snaps.
I just think that's a great bid. I'm gonna give it to you.
That's Bud saying that I overbid there. Actually,
No, I really don't. Like I had it at 280 is what I was gonna bid. So
Okay.
like that's like we're so close on that. Not shocking. Like we podcast together.
It's been a while.
So 295 there. All right. And I will go Fentrell Cypress 475.
500.
I'll go 501.
Mr. AZ, 500.
563.
Yeah, 564. Yeah.
Damn it. All right. Yeah. I mean, was there a number I could have said there, like within a reason that you were not?
It would have been in the sixes, probably. I mean, and that might. I don't know, man. You got two really good.
Probably
corners.
not.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Plus, I just for obviously things can change if you get hurt or whatever else, but if Bud has the other starting corner, then I want the starting corner, and you lose this game by getting blocked out of position groups, particularly a position group where you have two clearly defined starters.
I had two good ones.
Yeah.
I mean, this is quite the oh shoot. I've been putting some offensive players or defensive players in the offensive column. You were right. I forgot I even designed those columns. I apologize. I will update that.
There is no other comment that could bother Bud more than this.
Bill in the chat is extremely
spreadsheet
about
maintenance. It's not
as am I. I just
what Bill expected it to be. Yeah. Funny.
All right, and then we have AZ here at 564. And Bill, I actually appreciate that. A major pain in the butt to have to do that later on. So, but we can test out our cell expanding here, and like that. All right, we'll just call him Keem. All right, you nominated Thomas, right? Yep. I will nominate Cam Riley for 225.
It's a good number. 230.
I'll go 231.
Yeah.
I mean, with you getting Lola Halo there, I kind of think that you have to. I mean, clearly, like Riley, if you look at what they used in Auburn, I mean, he did some like sub package rush stuff. I I kind of see him as like a hybrid player for you potentially, if you need to. All right, what do we have here? Let's go with. I threw out Riley.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Marvin
sure.
Jones Jr.
Okay,
345.
420.
421.
Man, I hope you were right on this.
Yep.
I mean, like the injury history scares the heck out of me, which is why I think we're as low as we are. But like, damn man, if he can put it together and stay healthy, good lord, because it's special. All right, I will go with I'll go Josh Farmer. 410.
540.
Whew. I'm gonna give it 540.
It's rich, but it's particularly with how they rotate. But
I mean, I don't think it's a bad bid.
No,
necessarily. If you had said 6, I'd be like 6 on a D tackle is a little high, but it happens.
Yeah.
All right, here's a fun one for you. Lawrence Toafili.
Okay.
405.
$408.
I'll go 409, man.
Yeah.
Like
I think the world of Lawrence. He's literally like one of the kids on the team. When you meet him, you're like, dude, this is like who you hope your son grows up to be. He's a great kid, super talented. Oh my God, there's a lot of good running backs. I mean, it's we did the running back preview.
so many.
Cam Davis looks ridiculous, and man, Sam Singleton's been like the best back at practice for a couple days recently. Like it is an absurd backfield, and anybody getting 400 snaps out of that, if they do it, it's going to be Toafili because he's done all the things that he's done historically. As far as he's very multiple in how you can use him, and he's a super dynamic receiving threat as well. So, yeah, that's a tough one.
I hope we can find some props on him for receiving yards this year on Prize Picks because I would like there quite a bit. All right, go ahead, man.
Cam Davis, 225 plays.
Whew.
That's maybe rich. We'll see.
It might be rich, but like, if I'm going to lose him, I'm going to love him to a rich bid because I'm going to let you have him. And that was, I was going to go like 195.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's pretty special, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like he's going to be hard to keep off the field for sure. All right. Let me see here. I will go with give me Kentron for 70.
120.
I'll go 121.
Go.
To me, they have to have somebody in a big body step up, right? And play. And like I know he's never stepped up and done it, and he's been here for a million years, but like they're going to throw somebody out there who's not tiny.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they're going to run just a bunch of small guys out there. So, all right.
Let me do Darian if you're going to do Kentron.
Please, yes.
7. What did you start at? 70, 75?
Yeah, 75.
Yeah.
I'll go buck 15.
Okay. You have him at 115.
See what we can do. Running out of bids here, man. All right. Let me see. Let's go Juice Crier. I will say 190.
230.
I'll go 231.
All right. Okay.
All right. So the chat is seeing how this is working out. Good. Yeah. So we have almost the exact same amount of snaps remaining.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a couple larger, AZ Farmer and Darius is more concentrated in some of the ones I've done. Juice Span, 75 snaps.
Whew.
Let's go ahead and continue with this.
I'm going to give them to you for 75 snaps.
Okay.
Deuce for 75 snaps.
And all snaps count, correct?
Oh, yeah, so you get kickoff returns. That's a sneaky good pick right there. I like that. All right. Well, let's go Ja'Kai Douglas. 104.
184.
Oh, you can have a 184.
Okay. Like that.
Yeah, that was actually right about what I was going to be. It's like, damn it. All right.
All right. So you got Juice. Let's take it to Blake before I forget about some of these positions that I need to have some representation in.
Oh, you would like to draft a linebacker tonight?
I would like to have a linebacker on the squad. Okay. Blake Nicholson, 200 snaps.
I mean, I can't bid. I've already bid what? 730 and like I'm at like 1,200 linebacker snaps, so I'm gonna have to let you have Nicholson for 200.
Okay.
And he will play. Is he a 4 special teams guy, or he's probably a 3-phase special teams guy? So that's huge. Let's go with. Let's go Hester for $175.
Okay. So it's 14 snaps a game. That's pretty good. Probably wouldn't shock me to see him on one special team or two. 200.
Yeah, I think it's a good bid. All right, Hester for 200. You're up, buddy.
I'm sorry, but chat being angry at the Irish and calling them redcoats is one of the funniest things I've encountered recently. Yes, I don't know. Maybe
tiny taxi.
Got tiny taxis.
Do they really have tiny taxi trunks in Ireland?
I don't know, but they have.
When do you leave, by the way?
Fought the redcoats at every chance they've had for about 1,000 years now. So love it. I leave next Wednesday. Nice. Wednesday, arrive Thursday. So excited, very excited. Spending a couple hours in the not Paris itself, but got a 3-hour layover into Gaul. So we'll see how much fun that is. Okay, so was Hester you threw out there?
Yeah, I threw out Hester. Yeah.
All right. Richie Leonard, 425 snaps.
525.
Yeah, 526 for Leonard, please.
Yeah. You deked me on that one. All right. That's a great value for you there.
Yeah.
I was talking to a friend of mine today, and they don't follow football like that closely, but like they're Florida State fan. I was like, look, they're not as good as they were last year, but it's still like a height, weight, speed game, and it's still a game of violence. And like, this is an older football team on lines of scrimmage that is physically different than most of the teams are going to play. And it's a well-coached team that has some good cohesion. So I wouldn't worry too much.
I mean, Leonard, I think is going to be a very, very good lineman. And it's a very good pickup. I look forward to seeing what he looks like this year. So.
I was really kind of I thought he was like not an amazing player for Florida, but a good player for Florida at that level. And I was really kind of surprised to see some of the narrative from like some of the Gator people I respect on Twitter that I think actually generally do good analysis. And they're like, oh, we're definitely going to upgrade. I was like,
yeah,
really? Like you guys went like what 5-7 or 4-8 or something last year, right? Like are people I don't know. So I guess we'll see if they do. I know Florida State's been really happy with him so far. So I was an excellent get by the staff there. Let's see. Roy Dell, 280.
$352.
I'll go 353.
Okay.
I mean,
Where would you stop there? Just curious.
398 was my max.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, man. Like when I'm playing fantasy football, like what's the best way to get your best people on the field? And like, there's not a lot of ways I can draw it up where you don't have two running backs on the field.
Yeah.
You know, with this personnel. So
true.
Now I don't know if Mike will see it the same way, but maybe not that I think you're going to run a much like triple option and stuff, but
Be sweet.
Yeah. What do you got now?
Sam Singleton. 105 snaps.
I feel like if I've already spent on Toafili and Roydell, like I can't be. There's just no ups. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I got to give it to you there at 105. That's probably a sneaky good buy.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, that's still getting especially he could be a special teams guy too, and that's where the value could really be there. But yeah, it's running back's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough,
no doubt. I mean, it's just there's a lot of good players here.
Yeah,
on this football. Like, I don't know that all of these guys are NFL guys, but I'm pretty damn sure that they will either eventually start here or wherever they transfer to, they will start. All right, what do we got now? We have. Let's go Darrell Jackson, 440.
For 469.
I'll take the bait. 470.
Okay.
All right. Who you got now?
Let's do Keziah Holmes. Okay. 185.
I'm just going to give it to you on the running back, I think, because of the.
Okay. I should have listened to you, and I should have bet much less. Yeah, literally just told me that.
All right. Well, I mean, if you'd gone real low, I got to scoop him. But
yeah,
I mean, can I really be 1,000 at the running back position? I don't know. Maybe so. All right. So 185 on Keziah. There's been days of practice where he's been the best guy. Like they kind of take turns of really stepping up. So, all right, let's say look at that, man. Yes, sir. I did see Luke Clanton, by the way.
Yes.
How about that, man?
Dude, Luke, we've gotten more bang for like Luke is. I was at a store in Tallahassee and just sat down for a second while they were putting some stuff together and had the Golf Channel on, and there's Luke being featured with nice Battles In logo on his right arm, and that's Luke's been incredible. It's pretty awesome. Florida State has the #1 female and male golfer in the entirety of the planet Earth currently. So, quite the credit to the golf program.
I mean, you're coming from the state that produces like a ton of awesome college golfers, obviously, and you get to stay in state. Get to go to great school, and you get to go like to a really ridiculous golf facility now.
Yeah, the golf facility. This is the Nolecast. Yeah. We won't spend 10 minutes, but dude, the golf facility is incredible. And
if you have not played it, find a buddy who can get you on. It is very fun.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So let's say I'm gonna say Jeremiah Byers, 275.
Okay. Jeremiah Byers, 410.
All right. I'll let you have him. That's probably going to be a profitable bid for you. Yeah. All right. I'm going to need some offensive linemen at some point.
No Clemson, and we're good.
I'm down. Put a tight end over him,
Yeah.
All right. You are up, sir.
Yeah. Let me get Sean Murphy, 125 snaps.
I was going to stop at like 110, so I will
Okay.
give you that. That's yeah. Once again, we're very much in the same ballpark here. All right, let's go with Daniel Lyons, $1.25.
Daniel Lyons, 180.
I will go. I'll go 181.
Okay. Probably should have pushed more there, but let's do, if we're gonna do that, then let me
You know,
bring
Samson.
up yeah,
All right. What is your bid, sir?
200 snaps.
I'll let you have him for 200. That's probably a good bid too.
Okay.
All right. So, I mean, honestly, like I'm pretty hopeful about the two interior guys, right? Like I don't know that they're going to be. I mean, certainly not this year, and maybe not next year quite as good as Farmer and Jackson, but I think they're kind of on the right path. So, like that's encouraging. Average snaps per game, offense, defense, special teams. Last year in FSU's 12 game set, it was like 64. I think we had. Last year was the first year of the new clock rules, which shaved off like 3 or 4 plays per game overall. This year, if people don't know, there's actually a new clock rule, which I learned about this year at Big Ten Media Day. But do you know that all of the flags that are thrown typically in the end of game situations, like the 10-second runoff, actually will now be timed with the 2-minute warning. So once you're in the 2-minute period, like if you false start, you can either choose to take a timeout to avoid your 10-second runoff, or it is a 10-second runoff. So just to make it easier on the officials, and there are certain situations prior where it's like, okay, the play started outside of 2 minutes, but it ended inside of 2 minutes. So like, what's the call? Now, once you hit the 2-minute warning, then all of the officiating mechanics, which, good Lord, ACC officials need all the help they can get. So that's a nice little guide. Like, oh, we got to check our 2-minute thing here. So that's a new thing for this year, just for people scoring at home. And you threw out Keith Sampson, so I'm going to throw out. I'm going to throw out Pat Payton for $501.
501. $540.
There's not a lot of wiggle room. All right, so you got Jones Jr., Lola Hea, and Pat Payton. And you have Hester. Jeez. All right, I'll stop being stingy. 541.
Okay.
That's, I mean, I probably need a defensive end on my team. If you want to, right? Oh, man. What you got, buddy?
Let's see. Okay. Kyle Morlock. 295 snaps.
I'll go like 450.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you have him at 450.
All right.
I mean,
That's a high number for sure.
No, I don't know. I mean, okay.
Oh, the chat's calling me out. I wrote 540 on Peyton. It was 541.
Yeah, I'm trying to steal a snap.
Keep me honest. I appreciate you guys. Rushing the quarterback is important to me, actually. Yes. What? So you went Morlock. Conrad Hussey.
Okay.
250.
$280.
I'll go 281.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Graham.
Amari Williams, 85 snaps.
Okay, this is the one I had no idea what to put. Like, I mean, I think since I already bid Morlock and already bid Jackson West, like I got to give it to you at 85. But like that's a sneaky good one because I mean, if he is somehow like legitimately a serious receiving threat, maybe especially in the second half of the season as a true freshman, as a 17-year-old, or when does he turn 18?
He turned 18 like 10 days ago.
Okay, so a guy like a very young 18.
Yeah.
That's pretty special.
Yeah, he's you can be very excited about the future of Amari Williams, Florida State fans. There's a lot to look forward to.
He is Amaree.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, yeah. Yep, got it. All right. I will go. Yeah, that's a crazy good get for them. And one that, like, if he hits, it really bucks the trend of guys reclassifying. Typically that does not work out real well. Certain positions a little bit better than others, but especially if you're younger and do it. But hey, that is fantastic. Mr. Cookie in the chat says, Bud said ACC officials and gave me a mini anxiety attack. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I remember back when we were doing this. Remember when the ACC would actually take media calls, like not live on the air? I guess we could ask him to do it, but like we would sit there with Michael Kelly, and he would give us this has got to be a decade ago. Like he would give us the explainer as to why they ejected Nigel Bradham from the game.
Oh yeah. Doug Rhodes, Michael Kelly. It was
Doug.
The halcyon days. Yeah.
R.I.P. for Doug, I think.
R.I.P. for Doug. Yes.
I mean, you know what though? He would stand up there and deliver the explanation. Like
he would. He
would take your call and was a stand-up dude about it. Like
he did it. They did a whole thing about it at ACC Media Days, and I can't remember if that was 11 or 12 or maybe it was 2010. I can't remember. Yeah, no, I think it was 2012 because I remember sitting there and watching EJ Manuel get the exact same question like 13 different times in the breakout session, which was, what everybody says Florida State's back, but what makes it different this year? So, yep. Anywho,
some of those people asking the question when we're wearing orange overalls.
Yeah, that was a good time for the Clemson contingent. Amari was mine. Yeah. So
Amari was yours, and I will go. I'm gonna go Shaim, 5.25.
550.
I'll scoop 551. Let's go.
Okay.
All right. Let me see here. We got a lot of names left on the board, dude. This is about to be some spending time.
Let's see. You got Conrad. Let's go with another Brown at safety, please.
Okay, so we have Devontae Brown transferred from Miami, just for you guys scoring at home if you have not kept up during the offseason.
Yeah.
What are you going to go with?
295 snaps.
300.
Yeah, 305.
All right, that works. 305 for him, like that. Okay. I will go Earl Little. 400.
Okay. $405.
I'll go 406, I think.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So you did Little. Let me do another Brown that transferred. Let's do Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown. Okay, I like it.
Who has, not to tip my hand here, but it has impressed me. It is in front of where I thought he was going to be. I'll do 190 snaps, but
I will go 237.
Okay. That's 240. Yep, that's probably more than I would have liked to have spent there, but he's I think he's going to be more of
I
the
would-
offense than I would have guessed 2 weeks ago. So
I mean, like if he's just somebody who's dependable and has speed, you could do worse,
mhm.
right? Like that's encouraging. All right. Bill wants to know in the chat more snaps at tight end or defensive end in his career for Amari Williams. I think that's a really good question, actually.
I'm just going to say tight end at this point because I mean, once you get started, and particularly look, the expectations of this kid, we'll see what happens. Maybe he's just made some plays in practice and has had some matchups or whatever else, but hasn't just been played. Like you've seen spurts where you're like, oh, he didn't just make a catch, like he just drove block somebody and put them on their ass. Like there's some moments there that you like a lot. I think if you get established here and you play well, that he stays at tight end. And yes, is defensive end on the average the better position to be a pro at from a financial perspective? Yeah, but I mean that started to change. I mean the Falcons took a tight end fourth overall a couple years ago. Obviously, Kelsey's making all the money in the world at this point. You'll do just fine at tight end as well with where the offense, with where modern offenses and importance being placed on the position by the league is. So
this isn't good logic, but tight ends, the best tight ends play longer.
Yeah,
I mean, like
true.
you do see tight ends play like age 36, age 37, age 38 season.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of DNs at 38.
Yeah. And when your dad was running back in the league for 10 years, yeah, you've got a chance to have a long career.
All right. We'll probably have to have Skip on for this because we're going to start doing some of those unboxing episodes. But
I bought 4 packs at the Tampa Seminole Club. I opened one of them on site, and I'm like, I'm gonna save these 3 for now. They all got open that night.
Dude, it's
no
so much
restraint. Yeah.
All right. Fill in the blank. Amari is the most physically promising Florida State tight end. I mean, he's very raw, obviously, but like since who?
Dude,
it's probably somebody on the Bowden team.
it's like Lonnie Johnson or something like that.
Yeah.
Now it legitimately is. You got to go back. They had a oh man, I'm blanking. Well, no, it wasn't that guy. I don't. Yeah, you got to go back deep. For a high school recruit. Yeah, Brandon Warren. I mean, Brandon Warren was a physical freak. That's a great answer.
That's a pretty good one.
That's a great answer. Yeah,
Good call, Sam.
but I mean, Brandon Warren was like when he had like 6'2", 240 or whatever. Like Amari Williams is 6'4" and he's 18 years old. I have to see what that kid looks like. So yeah,
I like that. All right, so I'm going to throw out another freshman here. Throw out Elijah Moore for 60.
Okay, 75.
I'm going to say 76. I'm taking it. All right. Who you got now?
We did Keziah Holmes, correct?
We did, yeah.
Okay.
We did not do Danzy.
Did not do Danzy, and we didn't do the other freshman tight end as well that I think is probably worth us doing. So
Thomas.
Yeah,
We didn't do McCoy.
yeah, McCoy is we definitely need to have him on the board. Okay, let's go ahead and do Lewayne. I'm going to open up at 100 snaps, bud.
I will go It's a little more than I wanted to pay, but not that much more. I'll go 110.
115, please.
All right. You got McCoy. Let's go ahead and get those squared away for you there. Look at that. It's still staying on the screen, man.
There you go.
I will say StreamYard allowing me to edit the size of the box is so much better than it used to be. Like we used to have to kind of guess at this, and it was always a real pain. All right, let's see. I will go another tight end here. Brian Courtney for 65.
65, 100.
All right. Well, he plays special teams. Should probably be a timer on this. Oh, yeah, take him.
Okay.
All right,
good.
Even 100 for you. Cool. All right. You are up, sir.
Quindarius Jones.
Quindarius. Okay.
140 snaps.
205.
210.
All right. Q Jones, 210. Ingram is requiring some defense here. I like it. 210 for you. All right, let's go. Let's go Kevin Knowles for 140.
180.
I'll go 181, I think. I feel like if I got Little and Knowles 406 and 181, like
yeah, you've got a.
That's kind of the slot position, probably, or the nickel corner, type thing.
Yep.
All right. You are up.
Charles Lester, 55 snaps.
I'll let you have Lester 55.
Okay.
But I mean, all of these freshman DBs are so damn good. I'm just like, shit. Like, how are you gonna get them on the field?
Yeah, it's special teams is what I'm hoping there.
I will go. I'm gonna go here. Go Keandre. 240.
299.
Fine. 300. Keandre Jones, 300 snaps. He's in better shape this year.
Yep.
All right. Keandre for 300. What you got now?
Terrence Ferguson, 295 snaps.
I will go 340 snaps.
Okay. 341, please.
All right. So that's kind of, if you're following at home, we should probably, I don't know. I think most people listening to this probably know the player names, but those are two guys battling at the guard position, obviously, and two massive people. So 341, if you expect to move some folks around this year. All right, let's go with Tommy. Defensive lineman from West Virginia.
Yeah.
Can we get a pronunciation on this? It's
Durajaye.
Durajaye.
Yeah.
Okay. I will go 162.
200.
I'll go 201.
Okay.
D-U-R-O-J. We have some hard names to spell this year on this team. I don't know if you noticed this. Or you probably noticed a ton, actually. But there's a lot of them I got to double check myself on now. All right. Who else do we have going on?
Lucas Simmons, bud. 80 snaps.
I think I'm gonna let you take him for 80, but that's exactly the number I had. So it's like, do I want to go to 81 or do I not?
Okay.
Andre Otto, 210.
210. Andre Otto, 2 240.
I'll go 241.
Okay.
I need some offensive linemen on this team, obviously. Like, I do not have a lot of juice there. All right, and you went 80 on Simmons. Cool. So we're very close in snaps still. I got 1,000. You got 1679. Kind of liking this. See what else we got going on here.
Let's see. So did you do you called Tomoa?
I did.
All right. Byron Turner, 125 snaps.
150.
Yeah, 151 for Turner, please.
All right, that's pretty good. Cool. I will call. Who am I gonna call here? We're getting down to the end of this. Rob Scott, 188.
Rob Scott, 199.
Let's go Rob Scott 200, man.
Okay.
All right.
We'll both be cheering for that. I'm going to assure you.
Absolutely. Players appeared on the Nolecast, actually. So 200 for Rob Scott. You are up, sir.
Kelly, Grady, 190 snaps.
$202?
Yeah, 203, please.
All right. Like that. Ingram is very high on the D line here. I like that a lot. Okay, so give me Jacob Rizzi, the Rizinator, for 115.
150 for Riz.
Have you seen those videos? Like the Costco guys with the boom. It's I had not seen it, and then Barstool, part of my take, was talking about it today.
I have not seen
the Rizzler or whatever. It's a little ridiculous. Like I'll send it to you. The Rizzler, yeah. The chat knows what I'm talking about here. Yeah. But if you want to laugh tonight, watch this.
Okay.
So I said what, 115 for Rizzi? What'd you say?
I think I said 150.
I'll take him for 151.
Okay. All right.
I would say is snapping important to you. So
here's a new name, but an old name. Duke Cooper. 180 snaps.
$220.
Yeah. 221, please.
All right. I mean, he's going to be pretty valuable as a reserve guy for them. Okay.
Agreed.
So 221 for Cooper. All right, let's we are almost back to even as far as snaps, man. How about Edwin Joseph? Bill says in the chat. Sure.
One.
Buck 88.
190, 200.
I'll go 201 on EJ.
Okay. All right. Did we do Jalen Lucas?
We did. Yeah, he went for 116. He's on Team Bud.
Okay. Yeah, he was one of the first ones. Okay. Yeah, that's a good number there. Omar Graham, Bud, 100 snaps.
110.
111.
All right, Graham for 111. Probably a special teams guy as well. Cool. Look at that. We're staying on the screen. I'm loving this year, man. Look at this. We're Graham says he likes normal numbers. Yeah. That's 637. All right. Chad wants us to bid on Armella. I will go 46.
46. 65 snaps for Julian.
to go 66. Why
Okay.
not?
Could vary. I mean, if dude's on field goal and extra point,
That's probably a plus EV play.
yeah.
I agree. All right. Sticking on the O line. Well, it's your nomination. Technically, that was Chad's nomination, but I'll take it as mine. Chad does such a great job with legendary home loans. 844 FSU loan. 844 FSU loan is the number to call. We've had so much fun with this. Forgot to do sponsor reads. So,
We did. Oh my God. Yeah. We're 55 minutes in. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Just
they
sent
do a
one
great
of
job.
one of my better friends over to Chad. So
I have 575 snaps left to bid in this snap count draft. That's about how many loans that the legendary team has done for Nolecast listeners, including myself, twice. So no better endorsement than that. 844 FSU loan is the number to call. They are churning them out. It is your bid, sir.
yeah.
I need the chat to hush because there's some of these guys that like you have more snaps than me now, and like they're hidden gems at the end, and I'm not really.
Yeah.
Not loving those.
Jabril Rawls, sir. 65 snaps.
I will say 75 snaps.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take him at 76.
All right. Again, there's so many good DBs.
Yeah.
Rawls for 76 is an excellent buy. What did we get Joseph for? 201. Okay. All right. I will go Bryson Estes for $120.
165 for Bryson.
I'll let you have him. That's an excellent buy, though. Oh. Cool. Bryson Estes. I'm not going Fryer yet, chat, but I appreciate that. I will go with like Estes got that positional versatility, man, and like he's got some toughness to him. Like that's a guy that I know he hasn't played a lot yet, but I'm not giving up on him. I know he's like one of your favorites. So
yeah, no, he's works very hard. Highly thought of by his teammates. He's a good dude. Danzy. I mean, this is a tough one because it could be a lot, and it could, be a guy that they find some opportunities for, but it's more next year. 80 snaps.
I'll go 81.
Okay, 85 for Danzy, please.
All right, Danzy for 85. All right. I will go Jalen Early for 80.
$90.
I'll go 91.
Okay.
Maybe that's hopeful, but I'm just thinking like how many of these old linemen you lose off this year's team. Like I do think they're going to want to do it. Stan Gordon in the chat asks, did you guys review last year's and who won or lost it for each team? Yes, actually, it's an off-season episode we do, and Graham crushed me. Yeah, that was painful, man. You beat my butt. What else do we have here?
Mastro.
Yeah, you going Mastro?
Go Mastro. Yeah.
Go Mastro. All right.
Yeah. 45 snaps.
You know exactly how many punts he had last
night. I do. I like Mastro. Just be cool to.
All right. So, I'm trying to think. Last year, for context, he punted 66 times. He did not handle kickoffs.
If Mastro was an international, he would be the commissioner of the draft. I would just have him on here just to randomly make funny comments. He's a hilarious dude.
Is Mastro the holder on field goals?
Yes. That's kind of what I didn't want to tip my hand there, but well, he has been.
So, I mean, now keep in mind, you didn't kick a lot of field goals or extra points in the bowl game. You kicked a couple in the in the ACC title game. You had 66 punts last year. Definitely some of those came in the bowl game and in the ACC championship game. I would say probably like 12 or 13 of those. So reverse engineering here, we're probably looking at like 55 punts in a 12-game sample this year, I would guess. Plus, how many field goals are you going to kick? Like 32, maybe less. So that's like 80 some. What number did you say?
I think I said 45.
I'll say 60.
60. All right. I'm taking Mastro at 61 just to.
Are we putting a Mastro on defense or offensive side? Because I know Bill in the chat will definitely.
He would technically be on the offensive side.
All right. So technically, Mastro and Mastro for 61 is a solid. All right. I will take. And they don't count extra points as plays, typically for snap counts.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed, which is important for if you're going to go fits. So I'm not actually. Yeah, the chat's on to you, Sneaky Ingram. That's that's a good one, buddy.
Trying to get a little Mastro, little stealth snap as the holder. But yeah.
All right, how about your freshman tight end Thomas? I'm gonna go with I'll go 65 to start.
80.
I'll go 81.
Okay.
Might as well. All right. Who do we have here?
I think that is almost everybody.
We got all the freshman offensive linemen.
So I've got KJ Kirkland left. Did we do Omar Graham? We did do Omar Graham. Yeah. So KJ Kirkland. Yeah, I think. Ooh, I've got one other one. Yeah.
What'd you get from Murphy? Okay. KJ Kirkland for how much?
KJ Kirkland for 100 snaps.
190.
Okay. I'll take 191.
That's probably a good one.
Nothing else. I've got some snaps I've got to use.
I will go Kai Bates 50.
Okay. Yeah. You can have 5 for 50.
All right. Go ahead. Who you got now?
Ashlyn Barker. 85 snaps.
100.
Yeah. 101, please.
All right. He's impressive looking, man.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. How about you got Kelly, right? Yeah, you got Grady Kelly 203. Shoot, we are kind of bottom of the barrel in here. All right, Ricky Knight for 60.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean Ricky's looked impressive, and a lot of times impressive means you make your way on a special teams or something like that, if nothing else. Would you say 60?
Yeah.
Ricky Knight 80.
I will go Ricky Knight 81.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take Fitzmagic at 40.
I mean, I'll go 45. You probably not gonna have more than 45, but
yeah.
Shoot.
I think that's everybody that I had written down. There's probably a freshman that slipped our mind that's going to play 100 snaps or something like that. But
I will throw a couple more guys out here.
Okay.
So Well, Jamari Howard, they've already said he's out, right?
Yeah.
So that's a no. Hickman Collins or Parrish, maybe they get in the game, I guess. Oh shoot, Anderson, the D end.
Yeah, Dante.
Lamont Green.
Lamont Green will, yeah, okay. Yeah, we need to have him on the board.
He should be picked.
Yeah.
I think it's your turn.
Okay. I'll take Green at 75 snaps.
I'll go 100.
101.
All right. All right. The chat's suggesting Jaden Jones.
Yeah, the kid that transferred from Boulder is the kid that I took. Yeah. No, Hakeem Williams is not out this year. Hakeem Williams is one of the first pieces that I drafted.
Keem is he was your fourth choice.
Yeah.
No, we're not purposely drafting guys in the first 4 rounds who were out for the year. So no.
Duke Cooper's the Colorado guy that I took a couple rounds ago, who's the transfer that chat's asking about there. Is it my turn?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So I will do Hickman Collins at 80 snaps.
Okay. I will say, I mean, there's almost nobody left to bid on, but 90.
Yeah, 91. Where did Omar Graham go for?
Graham at 111.
Okay, so that's a good number for Hickman Collins.
Bro, Hickman Collins is finally the guy that broke the spreadsheet.
Yeah, he did.
He's going to be officially H-Collins.
The double name.
What'd you go at 101?
Yeah.
All right. Let me see here. 101 for Hickman Collins. All right. I'll throw Anderson for 40.
Okay. Yeah, 60.
I'll go 61.
Okay.
I mean, again, I feel like a lot of these are improbable, but we saved up too many snaps towards the end. So,
yeah, I mean, Cam Fryer, we can certainly put a number out there on him. 45.
That's probably you. I'll let you have him. 45 on Cam Fryer. Shoot. Who is you took Lamont Green for 101. Is Jones gonna play? I don't know. I already took Anderson for 61. Oh shoot, the long snapper. Shoot. Destin, I'm not anticipating Destin playing based on what Norvell's comments were. You know, like,
and he may be back by the playoff, Prince, but for this exercise, postseason doesn't count. So
right, yeah, this is just 12 games. Ricardo says, yeah, if you have leftover snaps, might as well take one of the out for the season guys. Screw it. All right, yeah, I got some leftover snaps. Yeah, Destin for 1.
Yeah. I'll let you have him for 1.
All right.
I'd love to think that we're looking back on this and that Destin Hill played a role in deciding the winner. So
yeah, exactly. Why am I blanking on the long snapper's name?
Is this the Ohio State kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it Arnold?
I think. Yeah. Because Rosenberry's gone.
Yeah, Mason Arnold.
Sorry. I will go 61.
61. Yeah. Athletic kid. I think he was a couple times state champion wrestler down in Tampa. That's probably a good number. I'll let you have him at that.
All right.
Ooh, you know who the you know who I want snaps on, bud? Is while we're talking walk-ons, is the another kid out of Tampa, Cottrell. Because this he's gonna play some special team. He'll have snaps.
All right.
What is his name? Just we owe it to him to get his damn name right.
I like how we're going so deep into walk-ons here, man.
Well,
it's fantastic.
Let's
see. This is excellent podcasting, by the way.
Yes, this is great. This is on me.
All right, well, while I dig for this, look for what Matt wanted us to promote.
Yeah, it's dueling pianos at Township, and it's August 31st. No,
that's gonna be awesome. Will you be there?
I will be there.
Hell yeah!
Just gonna count on being in Tallahassee for most of my life moving forward, bud.
Because that's what, 2 days before Labor Day.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it's August 31st at Township. Dueling Pianos. They do this. It's awesome. Would encourage you guys to go give it a look if you're in the area. And Township is loving that football season's about to start. I always get a kick out of walking to the game especially like a noon game. It's 9:00 in the morning, and there's always a line around the block for kids waiting to get into Township. So it is AJ Cottrell, I believe, Cottrill. So a little different.
The kid out of Jesuit.
Yeah, a little different than some of the other Cottrells or Cottrells that we've had around here. Really good player. I'm going to take 80 as the first number.
Well, that would be good if you had 80 snaps left.
Oh, shoot. Didn't see that. 65 snaps, so I can
I'll go 66.
The big comeback and get it. Yeah, 67 snaps. Dude from Tampa. Love his game. It's good last player for me to get.
All right. I don't know, 104. I'll take everybody else not listed for $1, I guess.
Sure. Yeah.
Each, because there's only we've drafted like over 85 players at this point, or pretty close. So, maybe not. Okay, so who did not go drafted on our sheet? I think that probably speaks to the depth of the roster. Like, Jarrell Powers did not get drafted. I don't think we need to draft 6 tight ends. That is a bit much. Most teams don't even carry 6 tight ends. Gibson and Hill, Hill did, but like Gibson did not. I mean, you got how many scholarship receivers here? I mean, 12 or 13 scholarship receivers, and you're looking at like, I don't know how much 4 wide you're going to play this year, but probably not that much, So I don't think Trevor Jackson's going to play this year. Like, I have a very hard time imagining that. He's very raw.
Luke Clinton.
Luke went for 20.
He's going to get those. Yeah, for 20. That's the reference you need to look there.
100%.
Very raw. That is a hell of a pickup, and I can just if nothing else, you get to practice against an athlete like that for some of these games that you have for BC and other. I mean, there's a lot of value to having a kid like that on the roster, and speaks kudos to everybody that was able to get a kid like that via walk on. So
I would say, I can't really say it because DJ's there, but when DJ leaves, he will be the strongest arm on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was. We get access to like the mile an hour stuff.
It goes.
He was 99th percentile that they've ever measured.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was like whoa. So from a ball speed perspective, now he so far has not been 99th percentile with accuracy at some other stuff, which is why again we didn't draft him. But I think a guy like that, you can't totally like cross off the possibility to become something because of the physical tools that they're there, and I think that's that's awesome. We did not pick. Well, they're all my team now for $1, but Daniels, Hilton, Atite, and Todd, who I think are all more like developmental offensive linemen. Probably not going to get a whole lot of snaps over a dude who's like 23, 24, 25 years old in some cases. Did not draft Parrish and Ward, the 2 really young linebackers. Did not draft Flagg, Holmes, or Jones. in on the D line, and obviously we didn't draft Amari Howard because he's already been ruled out for the year. So I think that's it as far as people we did not pick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It kind of speaks to the depth of this team, man.
it does. It does. This is I mean, and that's what this team is this year. It's exceptionally deep. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch how they, as a coaching staff, try to make the most of that and use that in the most advantageous manner as possible. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys that when you see Butter Eye draft a guy with like a 200 in the number or something like that, that's a guy who could very easily end up playing 400 snaps because he ended up winning a position battle or whatever else.
Yeah.
So this would be fascinating to come back and look at, see where the guys that we drafted for 640 snaps, and yeah, they played 656 or whatever. But it's always interested to look and see, well, hey, we had that guy at 190 and ended up playing 450, which, if anything might happen, might have been the Kyle Morlock one that I probably gave away a little too easily. But yeah, no, this has been fun, enjoyable. All others for 104. I love that you did that. That's great. So that you could make a claim to it. But no, this has been fun.
Enjoyed it, man. This is we will put this out on the pod feed as well. Again, if you are listening on the pod feed, I would strongly encourage you to listen or to go watch this on YouTube. I think like seeing how the board is built in order also it really helps. And this is it's a bunch of fun. Sam Gordon says, isn't there a walk-on DB getting some love in practice reports? Christian White. Yes. He's on my team. In the all others category. I just like guys, like realistically, I mean, you have
yes, and I've drafted him.
All right, so like my methodology was basically like, all right, the guys that I'm absolutely certain are going to start in the secondary, no doubt about it. There's 3, and I basically wanted to get them at like a 15% discount as to where if they play the whole season and they play like a true starters thing, I'm still making some kind of upside on my bid. So that's Shaim, Thomas, and Cypress. And then, like, obviously, we think they brought Little into play, and I think Little will play a lot. Okay. And then Brown, Hussey, and then kind of Knowles, Jones, Joseph to me were kind of similar. And then Cooper, sort of all like some of those dudes are definitely reserves, but they'll play a good bit. And some of those dudes, we kind of just got to make a call, right? On like, do you think it's going to be Devontae Brown, or do you think it's going to be a Conrad Hussey? Right now, I actually don't know if it has to be one of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am more proud of the spreadsheet. Like we kept it all in there this year. That was pretty good. Hickman Collins almost jacked this thing up. So
he tried.
H Collins for sure is the name. The chat saying Murphy being so low is my biggest surprise. There's no law that says he can't get better throughout the year. He's had some flashes at times, and you're not going to bat 1,000. Like I would really put FSU's track record as far as bringing in transfers up against literally every other team in the country at this point. But like nobody's going to bat 1,000 forever. Like occasionally you're just going to kind of, maybe like not have a guy hit. And I think that they're still going to hit at a high rate from this class. Like the most encouraging one for me is certainly that Brown is pushing in, for a guy at that receiver who's going to play. Because like if you take a receiver in the transfer portal, I want him to play like early on. Like that's not usually a position where it's like, oh, this guy's got to put on a bunch of weight and all this other stuff. It's you can play or you can't. So like I'm happy that he is getting reps now and probably gonna get a lot of reps, I would think. Although he is on your team, so that's a little concerning for my chances of winning. But obviously, if I lose because he's balling out, that would be cool. Let me see. Will we be potting from a pub after the game, like the LSU game? I'm actually not going to Ireland, unfortunately. Had some stuff come up, and we can only kind of like mash like the hey grandparents watch the kids button so many times in a certain period. So Graham is going to rep the Nolecast over there, and Battles In, of course, and I'll be holding it down here, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but it's gonna be fun, man.
It'll be a lot of fun.
When are you staying over after, or are you getting back immediately after?
Staying over for a couple days.
Nice,
so I'll be back by I think we come back on Wednesday. So
will you catch any soccer?
I won't have a chance to do any of that. At least I don't think so. So that's why I'll have to go back in December sometime. But
Might have to,
yeah,
as one does. Although not during the transfer portal window.
not during the. No, I mean that's kind of the. Yeah.
I mean, dude, December might be pretty busy. I don't know if you noticed this, but like there's playoff games throughout the entire month. You can check out the Redcoats.
Yeah, no, there ain't gonna be no December trips. February's a good month for travel. So
Yes.
we'll aim for that.
Yes, it is. Awesome, man. Well, I'll see you very soon for our season predictions episode.
Enjoyed it. Thank you, brother. Talk to you soon. Thanks for all the support in the chat. Loved the interaction. This is really a fun episode, and appreciate all you guys did to contribute to it as well.
All right. See you, buddy.
All right. Later, dog.